Realty.com. All right, Todd, what is going on in the market?
Well, thank you, everybody, and thank you again for joining us. Today, we're going over the market stats for the week ending April 26th, the week prior. Let's get right into it. We have 28-day closed on market right now, 4.45 months supply. Our absorption rate is over 220. Our average list price is sitting at 738. Our average sale price at 484, and our list price to sale price retention just over 101%. Inventory, well, it's being stable. That's what we want. 5,551 active properties at this moment. We have approximately 5,992 pending units. And our closed units month to date is a shining star. Look at that, 32% ahead of last year so far at 7,342. New listings last week wasn't bad, 2,230. Again, we're staying up over 2,000, but again, we're really looking for that 400, above 2,400 number. But that's down just a little bit, and that makes our active inventory sitting at about 80 days on market and our closed inventory at 28 days. Price range is under 500,000, representing continually to shrink, representing 61.45% of the market, averaging 37 days on market. That's not too, that's a number that it makes sense because the market's just on fire right this particular moment. Not hard to believe. That's, I guess, what I was looking for. 47 days on market for our 500 and up to $1 million market, representing 24%, and then our over $1 million market at 14.1%. So looking at the spreadsheet across the board, this again gives us the opportunity to do a comparison. So the salmon color in the center column, that is the last year, same week. To the left of that, we have two prior weeks, the week prior to last, and then, of course, the week we just finished. And then to the right in the blue, we have last month's totals and the month prior to that's totals. So this way, you always get a snapshot. You can always go back and even compare the last 2 months over each other and then what's taking place this month. And sharing these with your clients, if you are interested in understanding better how to present these and what each of the numbers mean, go back to our Westwards in January and February, because we did do an explanation to help you understand where each and every one of these numbers come from. So 2230, not bad. We were at 2326 last week as far as new listings taken. Last year we only took 1,650 listings. So again, these are some of the things that we're trying to explain. We look year over year, we talk about what's happening in the market right now. But last year we took 1,650 listings last week. This year we've taken 2,200. There's 600 people more in the market right now selling their homes than there were at the same time last year. Active inventory at 5,551, about the same number. And again, if you take a look through coming soon, represented 744 of those properties, 4,289 single family, non-detached, and also non-distressed, sitting at 4,289. We have 424 new construction homes that are still in the MLS. So basically 5,529 non-distressed properties is what we've got. Looking at pending, 5,992 this past week. This is that gauge that kind of tells us how many people are in the marketplace. Is it consistent? Is it last year's numbers? Where are we? So 4,800 people were in escrow last year, this past week. Almost 6,000 this week. That's almost, easily just over 1,000 more properties in escrow. We talk about it being a bad market. Or not necessarily a bad market, but a difficult market. It's really not. We're selling the inventory that we're replacing, but here's the thing, because if we weren't replacing it, we'd be out by now. But we're selling, we've got this inventory and we're replacing it, but we're replacing it at a time over 50% higher than the last 2 years. So, there are properties for your clients that are out there. We just have to search, and we have to have our eggs in a basket. We have to make sure we write that offer. We do all the things that we're supposed to do. And doing so gives you these kinds of results. 7,342 month to date closings. Again, that's looking at about 32% over last year. Last year at this point, we're at 5,563. So right in that range. I wanted just to do a quick comparison to show you the difference again between the active inventory on the top in the red bar and the closed inventory at the bottom in the red bar. These are distressed properties. So these are the properties that everybody's thinking is coming. It's not. We are so low in these numbers. These numbers are, just look in the salmon colored column. We have a quarter of the properties that were distressed last year. We only have 25% of that entire amount this year. And of course, in closings, they're not closing either. They're down 50%, half. So again, there's really not any distressed inventory out there, nor are we anticipating seeing any that comes as far as this ghost inventory based on foreclosures. So 0.66 months supply is where we're at, 152% absorption rate. Our list prices are doing okay. Look at that, it's about averaging. Our average sale price just went down from 507 to 484. So this is a great example of what we've been talking about when we say these are point in time numbers. These are not numbers that say, oh my gosh, the average price of the home in the valley for the year to date is up 30%. That's not the case. You have to look, if you slide your eyes to the right, you can see even on a monthly basis, we're only talking about an average of about 15% more than last year total. So again, but this is a great example because otherwise we'd be in a depressed market right now at 484. How do you explain 484? Well, that's how you explain 484. And then finally, finishing up with sale price, list price to sale price retention, 102.4. Again, when you're over that 100%, that's saying that we're now feeling that pressure placed upon it by market supply and demand. So again, we're about 2% higher just as a result of those particular numbers. So that's the numbers for the week. If anybody's looking to hear that, you can hear us on Alexa Flash Briefings, Instagram TV, Apple Podcasts. Tell your clients to go here too if they're interested in hearing more about it. West USA Realty at YouTube, and play the Market Stats channel. Thanks, guys.